What if the greatest wonder of the ancient world was not a tomb? What if it was a machine? This is the question that haunts the Giza Plateau. It's a question that challenges everything we think we know about our ancestors. We're told the Great Pyramid was the final resting place for Pharaoh Khufu, a monument to a king's ego, a mountain of stone, built with simple tools and brute force. But when you stand in its shadow, you feel something else. You sense a purpose far grander and more complex than a simple burial. The air around it seems to hum with an untold story, a secret locked away for millennia, waiting for a key we haven't yet forged. The official story is filled with holes. It just doesn't add up. The precision, the scale, the sheer audacity of the Great Pyramid is a marvel of precision engineering. North, south, east, west. The deviation is less than 1/10 of a degree. The materials used in its construction are a critical clue. The main body is made of limestone blocks quarried nearby. The inner chambers are lined with Aswan granite. It's a hard, igneous rock, rich in quartz crystals. Quartz has piezoelectric properties. It's a component in modern electronics, from radios to watches. The material combination is baffling structurally or aesthetically. You have an insulator, limestone a piezoelectric transducer, granite with quartz a conductor, dolomite. These are basic components of a sophisticated electronic device. Consider the sheer scale of the work. Over 2 million blocks of stone were fitted with joints so fine you can't slip paper between them. The pyramid is a symphony of mathematics and material science. It was born from a profound understanding of the Earth and its hidden energies, and a new picture emerges. All point to deliberate technical design, even if it takes us to a place history calls impossible. Deep within the Great Pyramid lies a network of chambers and passages that honestly just defy simple explanation. The official narrative names them the King's Chamber, the Queen's Chamber, and the Subterranean Chamber. The so-called sarcophagus in the King's Chamber is a crude, lidless granite box. It's totally devoid of any markings or hieroglyphs. It seems less like a coffin for a divine ruler and more like a functional component of a larger apparatus. The layout of these chambers is also, well, highly suspicious. It seems designed to interact with the Earth itself. They appear to be located at harmonic nodes within the pyramid. They're resonant cavities, like the body of a guitar or a violin. These chambers were designed to vibrate, to amplify energy. The Grand Gallery, the stunning corbelled passage leading up to the King's Chamber, is another piece of the puzzle. The 26 pairs of slots along its walls. It appears to be a giant resonator, designed with specific acoustic properties. The entire internal system, from the subterranean chamber to the King's Chamber, looks like a power conversion system. It starts with a low-grade energy source from the Earth. This energy is then channeled upwards. It's filtered, amplified, and converted as it passes through the various chambers and passages. The machine was designed to harness telluric currents. It was also designed to respond to seismic energy. The pyramid's massive structure would act as a giant antenna and resonator. Quartz crystals squeezed under stress produce electric voltage. The King's Chamber, a box of solid Aswan granite, was the epicenter. Quartz in the granite would generate significant electrical charge. The chamber was not a tomb, it was the power-generating core. Electrical energy released would excite these hydrogen atoms. That created a coherent microwave beam, a mesa. The pyramid converted electricity into a focused beam of wireless energy. But actually, it was the primary obsession of one of history's greatest inventors, Nikola Tesla. Back in the early 20th century, Tesla dreamed of a world powered by wireless energy. He envisioned a system where electricity could be broadcast through the air and the earth. He went as far as building a massive experimental station at Wardenclyffe, Long Island, to try to prove his ideas. Now, his design has some pretty striking conceptual similarities to the Great Pyramid power plant theory. Both systems were designed to use the Earth as a medium for energy transmission. Both involved a large central transmitter that was meant to excite the planet's natural energetic systems. So is it possible that Tesla knew something about the pyramid's true function? And he was fascinated by Egyptian mythology and engineering. They used the planet itself as their power source. The idea of a powerful energy source in ancient Egypt is not just a modern theory. The Egyptians themselves spoke of a powerful force. One famous relief in the Temple of Hathor at Dendera shows figures holding what appear to be giant light bulbs complete with filaments and power cables connected to a box. But to an engineer's eye, it looks like a schematic for a lighting device. a time when humanity possessed incredible powers and technologies. The Ark of the Covenant, described in the Bible, is another example. Its description sounds remarkably like that of a powerful electrical capacitor, a time when devices like the Ark were powered by a Giza-based energy grid. Tales of pyramid power became popular in the 20th century. People claimed that small pyramid models could sharpen razor blades, preserve food, and promote healing. Perhaps it is functional, designed to focus and amplify subtle energies in ways we do not yet fully understand. Legends, the reliefs, the modern myths. They are the ghosts of a technology that once lit up the ancient world. We've been treating a highly advanced machine as a simple tomb, and a technical manual as a book of myths. Of course, the mainstream archaeological community disagrees with this interpretation vehemently. For them, the case is closed. They point to the historical context of pyramid building evolving over centuries. They cite the discovery of a nearby workers' village and the bakeries found there. They argue the internal chambers were plundered by tomb robbers. Pseudoscience. The Dendera relief is a mythological symbol, not a light bulb. Plumb bobs, set squares, immense patience. They ask, where's the rest of the evidence? Receivers, appliances, wires, switches, motors. And so the debate is drawn. On one side, engineers, independent researchers. On the other side, archaeologists, historians. Throughout the modern era, people have been drawn to Giza, convinced that it holds a secret waiting to be unlocked. In the 19th century, explorers blasted their way into the pyramid with dynamite. In the 1960s, a team led by physicist Luis Alvarez used cosmic ray detectors to scan the pyramid for hidden voids. Their results were puzzling. More recently, the Scan Pyramids project has used advanced technologies to peer inside the stone, muon tomography, infrared thermography. They have announced the discovery of previously unknown voids. It is about our future. The theory of the Giza power plant suggests a path to clean, limitless energy. This has inspired a fringe of inventors and researchers to experiment with pyramid shapes, hoping to replicate the effect on a smaller scale. We are left standing at the foot of this ancient giant, holding two competing stories in our hands. One is a story of a devoted people building a magnificent tomb. The other is a story of a forgotten science. It is a story of acoustic resonance, piezoelectricity and wireless power, a story that lives in the margins. The evidence for the power plant is there, if you are willing to see it. It is in the impossible precision of the construction. It is in the choice of granite, its quartz crystals. It's in the harmonic layout of the internal chambers and the resonant design of the grand gallery. It's in the lack of any definitive proof that it was ever a tomb. They are fundamental characteristics of the structure that the conventional theory struggles to explain away. They point to a purpose that was functional, technical, and profoundly advanced. The pyramid is an anomaly, and anomalies are where new discoveries are made. We must weigh the evidence on both sides. So, the riddle of the Giza Plateau remains unsolved. The Great Pyramid keeps its secrets. We are left to wonder as we gaze upon its perfect silent form against the Egyptian sky. Was it simply a tomb for a long-dead king? Or was it something more?